The latest reports are stating that Spurs are now interested in Wolves winger Pedro Neto. A former Premier League star has stated that Tottenham won't be anywhere near the top four next season. And Spurs are now trying to get both deals over the line for defenders Jules Kounde and Christian Romero. Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. And if you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Just before I get into today's video, I would just like to thank everybody for subscribing to this channel and watching this channel on a regular basis. Of course, these last few weeks it has been very busy. Lots of official news from Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, lots of media reports and lots of rumours as well in the media. And something I thoroughly enjoy doing, running this channel, really do. I feel very passionate about Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. If you watch this channel on a regular basis, you will know that. And I love going to see Tottenham home and away. Now, 2 years ago in 2019, I was very lucky to win the Football Content Award for the Best Club Content Creator. Well, the voting has just started for the 2021 award. So if you would like to vote, all of the details are below. You can vote via their website, on Twitter or Instagram. Let's start the video with a report from the Daily Express, and they are stating that Spurs can sign perfect £31.5 million forward for Nuno Espirito Santo to replace Gareth Bale. New Tottenham manager Nuno Espirito Santo has set to work improving his side ahead of the new Premier League season. The Portuguese boss is yet to bring in any new faces, but a current Wolves star is said to be on his radar for a reunion in North London. Spurs are said to be interested in signing Pedro Neto from Nuno's former side Wolves this summer. The new Tottenham Hotspur manager purchased a whole host of Portuguese talents during his time at Molineux to fire them up to the Premier League table and into Europe. And Nuno Espirito Santo is said to raid the Midlands side for one of their top talents, according to reports. 90 Minutes are claiming that Wolves are willing to cash in on Neto this summer, with a host of clubs interested in the winger. As well as Tottenham, Liverpool and Juventus are also being linked with the 21-year-old who scored 5 Premier League goals last season. His current value is set at £31.5 million as per Transfer Market, though it would take more than that to persuade Wolves to sell. But Nuno Espirito Santo is in need of more firepower in attack, having lost the 14 goals Gareth Bale added last term during his loan spell from Real Madrid. Nuno was always highly complimentary of Neto during his time at Wolves and admitted that his versatility made him an even greater threat. Nuno said of Neto's form amid a fine run last year, he's playing every game, he's working really hard. In the last season, he started a lot of the second half of the season. He understood the dimension and the competition of the Premier League, how hard it is and how physical it is. He's reading the actions better and we expect him to sustain it. He is a versatile player also. He can play on both sides of the attack. Now, my thoughts on this very quickly. Neto to Tottenham Hotspur. Well, he's 21. He's a winger. He can play on both sides, as we heard there from Nuno Espirito Santo. Versatile player, can play on both sides of the attack. He's a great player. He really is. And he would fit in very well to the Tottenham Hotspur squad, I've no doubt. When I say the squad, we've got a number of wingers already. Of course, Heung-min Son, just signed a new contract. If Lucas Moura leaves, then Neto would come in and fit in perfectly well. We've got Steven Bergwijn as well. We've got players in these positions. But it's funny because all of us Tottenham Hotspur fans felt that this summer would all be about, defensive reinforcements in this transfer window. But we do keep being linked to a lot of midfielders and a lot of attacking players. No players have been confirmed by the club as yet. We know that deals are being done. We know that Fabio Paratici is constantly on the phone trying to get deals done. You know, I feel quite excited at the moment because we're linked with so many players. I will feel that bit more excited, and I will feel that bit more happier, you know, with a big smile on my face once those pictures are being published by Spurs saying, you know, we have signed X, Y, and Z, and you know, we are delighted to announce the following. But we know that a lot of deals are trying to be done at the moment by Fabio Paratici. So it's super exciting stuff. You know, how much money we've got to spend, who knows? We know that we've got to offload a number of these players, and we saw and heard the reports yesterday that 8 players are up for sale, supposedly. Moussa Sissoko wasn't on that list, and I'm sure he's got to be on that list, really, hasn't he? He has to be. You know, a number of comments on the previous video that I published said, you know, how on earth is Moussa Sissoko not on that list? I'm sure he is. He must be. But lots to happen this summer, but Neto to Tottenham, I would really welcome it. And yet another young player. We seem to be linked and in talks of all of these young players. And, you know, this is what this rebuild is all about. You know, bringing new blood in, bringing new young players in as well, and players for the future. Former Arsenal midfielder Paul Merson, now of course TV pundit with Sky Sports, has been talking to the Daily Star, and he says that his former club Arsenal and Tottenham will be nowhere near the top 4 next season in the Premier League. He said, I think the top 4 are miles ahead of everyone else, to be honest. I can't see Arsenal or Tottenham or even Leicester or anyone else forcing their way in. Talking about Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool and Chelsea, Paul Merson said the gap is getting bigger, and I think these 4 teams will end up even further clear this season. But I do think it will be tight between the 4 of them, and the title might not be decided by much. Now, my thoughts on this, Paul Merson stating that Tottenham will be nowhere near the top 4. Well, I think at the moment it is a little bit silly to make claims about where teams will be finishing in next season's Premier League, because of course the transfer window goes on until the end of August. The Premier League season starts on the 15th of August. There is a fair time for every single club in the Premier League, including Tottenham obviously, to be making signings. We're going through this rebuild. We're obviously trying to offload a number of players. We're trying to bring in a number of players. So to make claims about where Tottenham will be finishing in the Premier League right now, I just think is a little bit silly. And the fact that he's putting Tottenham and Arsenal in the same bracket, I don't like that one bit, because we all know, you know, these previous seasons, Tottenham have always finished above Arsenal, and I just think that we are miles above them right now, even going through this rebuild. Another report from the Daily Express, and they are stating that Sevilla are in contact with Tottenham over new transfer that could block second swap deal. Tottenham technical director Fabio Paratici has been working to secure the right deals for his new club. Reports in England and Spain are stating that Sevilla are said to be in contact with Tottenham over a possible deal for defender Davinson Sanchez. The Colombian international is facing an uncertain future in North London, and talks have already been held over a potential departure. It then states that Davinson Sanchez's name was allegedly proposed in a player plus cash deal with Sevilla for Jules Kounde a matter of weeks ago. The Frenchman's stance saw a deal collapse, and while Tottenham's interest in Kounde remains, talks over a separate transaction for Sanchez are now underway. It then states that relations between Tottenham and Sevilla are already strong after a swap deal was already struck involving Bryan Gil and Eric Lamela. The Argentinian will head the other way to Sevilla, plus £21 million when Gil returns from the Olympic Games. Yet if Sevilla also push through a move for Sanchez, that could jeopardise a completely separate swap deal that has also been discussed. It then states that Spurs want to sign Atalanta's Christian Romero, and formal discussions are now underway. The Serie A club are also big admirers of Davinson Sanchez, and the idea of him joining them has been loosely discussed. However, it's believed that Spurs want to pay just with cash, having tabled an opening offer. It's already clear that Davinson Sanchez could have a big part to play in Tottenham's defensive plans. His departure could help finance a move for Romero, or alternatively, he could potentially be used as a sweetener in deals for Kounde or Romero, respectively. Now, my thoughts on this very quickly. Now, if Tottenham Hotspur could offload Davinson Sanchez and we could get Jules Kounde in and, you know, pay minimum money, and Tottenham are also trying to get the deal over the line for Christian Romero from Atalanta, I tell you what, if we get one of these defenders in this summer transfer window, it would be brilliant. If we get both of them in, it would be a dream window. We all know we need defensive reinforcements that I keep going on about. And this is the kind of quality that we want to be seeing in this Tottenham Hotspur squad. I have no doubt whatsoever. You get both of these in our defence. You know, we've already got a fantastic midfield and, of course, Harry Kane up front and, you know, Heung-min Son, who, of course, signed a new contract. Very positive news yesterday. You know, this would make Tottenham into a top 4 club. You know, this would transform our club and get us back into Champions League football, I believe. You know, these are exactly the types of players that we want to be seeing wearing a Tottenham Hotspur shirt. And if we are going to be offloading players like Davinson Sanchez in the deal, it would be perfect because these players do need to head out the door. We do need new players in, but this is exactly the quality we want to be seeing at Spurs. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Stay safe and well. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on the next video. Until then, come on you Spurs.